Your random question is, do you prefer to cook or bake?
Cooking would definitely be my preference, and there's several reasons for that. Number one, cooking allows you a lot more freedom. You can throw ingredients in. It's not always necessarily an exact science. Where with baking, you've got to measure everything right. You need enough baking soda and baking powder. It's not going to rise. It's going to fall. It's more of a chemical thing. It's more disciplined. You need the exact ingredients. Where with cooking, throw this much oregano in. You can throw this much salt, this much pepper. It seems a little bit more. There's a little bit more freedom in that. I think the second reason I enjoy cooking is I have such fond memories of being around the table, good food, good friends, good family. There's something relaxing about it. There's something that's incredibly enjoyable about it. Just to gather around the table and know that you've put on a good meal and have just provided this atmosphere of welcoming and all of those things that food can provide. I think, thirdly, I enjoy cooking more than baking is because, as odd as this may sound, I love how it warms the house. Particularly now as it's getting cold, soups, stews, crock pot meals, awesome. And there's a smell that it puts into the house. So you walk in the house and it's incredibly warm, and there's just a sense that there's been something prepared or preparing and warm, and it's waiting for you, and it's incredibly welcoming, and it's very good. Now, I'm not opposed to baking. However, I'm not one who bakes well. Sticking to directions and following those sorts of things are certainly not one of my strengths. In fact, a funny story, I actually was trying to make a pudding pie, and I doubled the recipe, and yet I forgot somehow to double the milk. Literally, you could have turned that thing upside down, and it would have not fallen out of the pie crust. It was quite embarrassing. So yes, by far, hands down, cooking over baking. Now, I have a great deal of respect for those of you who can bake. In fact, probably a bit envy might be a more fair description of how it feels. But give me a good piece of steak, give me a good meal. I'd love to cook it for you, prepare for it, come over anytime. So yes, cooking over baking, anytime, hands down. And that's it. Thanks.